There's a new very interesting looking hunter out there right now that some people have had great success with in top legends, so in this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about this new deck and give you some tips so you know what to expect with and against it. So if you're serious about Hearthstone, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can have some Hearthstone coaching. And you can also support me on Metafy groups if you wish. Now let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the variant I used, and seems like Berono has been doing quite well with it. Climbed from 200 plus. Yeah, he was 240 basically. Climbed all the way down to 78, so definitely looks like a pretty decent deck. And here's what the deck looks like. It has 3 pretty good 1-drops, which you want to be getting from your catch of the day. Well, at least the catch of the day. You want to be getting through your fishing rods. The Vicious and the Miracle are pretty great on their own to just plop out, but the catch of the day can also be a okay thing to be doing turn 1, but I don't think you're actually going to hold on to it as a 1-drop in most cases. I mean, you can, obvious people do, but I think you're going to be better off if you actually pull it out through the weapon. Vicious Slither Spear can do some decent chunk of damage, and Miracle Salesman is a no-brainer that helps you with the card draw as well. Cult Neophyte seems to be a staple in most decks nowadays, basically because of big spell mages and whatnot, so timing this correctly could be the difference between winning and losing in most cases. Observer of Myths, surprisingly good card in the deck. I mean, not surprisingly, the card has been quite the powerhouse for quite a few Hunter decks, and this one is no different. You get to really dish out a lot of extra damage with this bad boy, especially if you know how to make the most of it. For instance, if you have this on the board and you play Leok out of your Patchwork Pals, this guy is not going to trigger like that, because Leok is going to give this +1 first, and then Observer of Myths is going to register that Leok's on the board, who is also going to have to attack, and no, they're not going to buff like that. Same can be said for Ziliax, which is the +1/-1 module, so keep that in mind when figuring out which minion should go after the other, so you can actually make the most out of this bad boy. Patchwork Pals is pretty decent in the deck, as in most Hunter decks, honestly. Gives you a lot of things to be doing, and basically 4 mana, 5 damage charge. Huffer with Leok is definitely pretty good like that. We also have Pet Parrot, which honestly felt a little bit on the wonky side. Like, it's a 2 mana 1/1, which repeats your 1-drops. And for some reason I thought it's a good idea to also try and repeat something like your Mixologist things. And technically it is, like if you get a +2 Mixologist that also summons a dead minion or something like that, it's not a bad thing to repeat. But if you pick the free damage, this guy targets randomly, so that's not going to be that great for you, because it can literally go face like it did in that one game. So it can go in your own face is what I'm trying to say, so not exactly very bright. So it is kind of a weird card, but it's kind of alright, I guess. Couple of Titan Force traps can be a kink in the opponent's plan if they're not careful. We also have Chatty Macaw, and don't be an idiot like me and actually read the whole card and try to register what it means. It repeats the last spell you cast at an enemy, and that random spell is also gonna get a random enemy if possible. So what this means is this thing is not going to repeat things like Patchwork Pals, it's not going to repeat things like Titan Force Traps, but it is going to repeat things like Furious Fowl, as well as Death Roll, and also something out of your Mixologist if you have picked a card that actually targets. So the only one that actually targets would be the free damage, and it would be choosing a random target. But the main purpose of this card is to repeat your Furious Fowl or your Death Roll, so keep that in mind. But yeah, the card did prove to be pretty decent if you know what you're doing with it. Gorgonzorm was here to build you some big boards later on. Mixologist, you could be choosing it for the damage part. You could also go for the AoE if you're losing on the board, or you could go for the +2 health. That can also be pretty sticky if you have actually pulled off a few minions already. So you could be quite flexible with this one. The draw card ain't bad, the freeze ain't bad, so those are usually the high points. Trusty Fishing Rod, the high roll here would be the get catch of the day, obviously, but you're not a stranger to being happy about the other 1-drops as well, because because you're thinning out the deck, which helps a lot, so you can actually get the other more meaningful cards. We also have Death Roll in here, which actually goes face. I, for some reason, thought this is just a removal card, but no, if you use this on an empty board on an 8/8 giant, that's actually 8 damage to the face while killing the giant, so that can be pretty sick like that. And like I said, you could be repeating it with Chatty Macaw, but it's a random target, so be on the lookout for the board that actually fits that kind of play. We also have Agrimar for obvious reasons, he's pretty decent like that. Couple of Furious Fowl, with which you can actually target face, and this is especially powerful if you actually have something like Observer of Myths or Leok on the board, or both, because they will actually get buffed before they start slapping mouth. And also, the chickens that get left behind, they have immune, so if the opponent actually does not kill them, you will be able to do some free trades like that later on. So that can be pretty good as well, and also a great spell to be repeating through the Chatty Macaw. Sasquatch, no reason to explain much here, like he could be absolutely great, like even repeating something like a full Patchwork Pals with Huffers could be amazing, as you're gonna see in one of the games. But you could also be repeating some Furious Fowl stuff, Death Roll ain't bad to get repeated, and right about pretty much anything you can think of, like the Sasquatch is gonna be pretty powerful like that. And lastly we do have the Ziliax with +1/-1, which can be pretty cool like that, because you do tend to go wide. Matchup wise we don't have that much stats, but you are gonna be okay against big spell mages. I kinda felt it was even more favored than this, but might just be me. And as for the Mulligan, here's what the stats show for people that have been keeping stuff. You are gonna look for one of these 1-drops. Like I said, the catch of the day is not the best 1-drop you should be looking for. You'd much rather get it out of the weapon. And the weapon is also a huge keep, so definitely keep that in mind. Gorong the Zormu is pretty good. Observer of Myths is actually pretty sticky on curve. Cult Neophyte could be a good keep, especially against Druids, I would say, because they definitely like playing spells around turn 2-3, so you could be blocking their ramp a little. Pet Parrot could be a keep if you already have a good 1-drops like Vicious Litter or Miracle Salesman, I guess, or even Catch of the Day. Like, if you have Catch of the Day, you definitely keep Pet Parrot and keep them together like that, and turn 1 free, it is technically a free one because you rush. And turn 2 you repeat it, and it's basically a 2-mana 4/4 like that, with rush half of it, so that can be cool. Mixologist ain't too bad, the rest probably not so great though. And as for On the Coin, it's not that much different. It's literally the exactly same cards, but Patchwork Pals is a little bit more keepable here, I'd say. All around, that's it for the deck. It doesn't have the best sample size or stats so far, but it's definitely not a super easy deck to just pick up and start doing good things with. You're gonna notice I'm an absolute idiot with it half the games. Took me a little bit of time to actually really understand what we're trying to repeat with the birds. And yeah, it was just one of those days basically, but hope you still enjoyed the gameplay, and I hope you enjoyed the guide as well. Now, let's check out the games. Another Warlock all of a sudden. Where them mages at, yo? Soupy. Yeah, feels like it. I mean, we're a hunter. Hunters are usually anti-mage. The 1-drop off the top saves us. Oh, he's paying. That's weird. Got him back. Can I has Rushy Boy? 50-50, and we get it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's try and ram these into it. Could also top deck the death roll for all we know. Crack. Him playing that Infernal last time kinda leads me to believe he probably has another one in there. I'll still slap here to get the big boy out. We got the Rusher apparently. I'ma just pass though. Didn't tap. I guess he doesn't have a way to heal. Interesting, interesting. Ooh, Sasdik. Well, that's pretty lit to repeat. Where's your top deck, bud? Put down the card, dude. It ain't worth it. Acceptable. Acceptable. Cool. Got him. Good. Thanks, man. Appreciate. That went well. This guy didn't have a turn one, but let's see if we can roll him over before he starts doing the Druid things. I like the weapon. The rest not so much. Oh, come on, bruh. Bruh. Vicious up the top would be perfect, I can tell you that much. Miracle would be fine. Honestly, even the catch would have been acceptable, but it's not something you straight up hold on to, I think. Okay. Problem is, he already started ramping and haven't put shit on the board yet. What is gone? Such a sick song.
Going to believe this.
Okay, bit desperate of him. Okay. Can Gorgonzormo into Huffer. This thing gives me more Huffers, but... should I actually? Gorgonzormo is way too slow. This guy... I don't have anything Da Vinci for him right now. Like, the reason is Furious Fowl, probably, but... I think I'm gonna get more Huffers this way. And I'm playing this guy first so that we actually buff twice. This is going mouth-wise. This thing probably needs to die. But no, actually I can ignore it because I'm just going face down. Wait, what happened? This doesn't do what I thought it did. Repeat the last spell you've cast at an enemy. I didn't cast Animal Companions at an enemy. So that was dumb as shit. I should have played Gorgonzormo. For some reason I thought it repeated a spell, but... imagine reading the whole card, you know? Like... what is this, a book?
Well played.
Thanks, man.
I concede.
It was anything but well played, but... I'll take the compliment. Azara. Huzzah! This should be a good matchup for us. Especially with a good top deck like that. One drop, that is. Do I hold on to the Mixology? People do tend to hold on to it. I'd rather try a bit harder for a 2-drop. Technically, I could have coined it out. Yeah, pretty much say my name, pretty much. Okay, Patch Repel's not the worst turn 2. Not the best, but not the worst. That's not bad either. Damn it! I'm gonna coin the Weppy.
Solves any problem.
He ramps a lot. Hmm. I'd rather be mana efficient, right?
Shaking a stir.
Okay, that might work. Next turn I could play this and repeat it with this thing. But see if he kills anything, so it's worth it to do that or not. Got 6 mana. Could play the 6 mana right now. Doesn't, but still gonna have access to 9 next turn. That's not great. You're not wrong. I didn't get a target, sadly. You're not wrong. Yeah, good call. Now that you said it, good call. I'll go with Leok for now. But Ziliax is around the corner, or at least the Yogg. Thank you for the follow, NPC. Actually, Peko. Okay, it's that guy. Sedge. That guy. I get the revive Leog if I feel like it.
No one's going to believe this.
So weird how this shit works, by the way, like... Leok not buffing the board twice, kinda weird, isn't it? Has 8 mana now. Shouldn't be too hot for him. He is on the hot seat. Next turn I could play another Observers plus Misha, and that's gonna buff twice. If I actually top deck Furious Fowl right now, those Fowls should be 5 attacks, and they should also buff the board again. Because Leok buffs them first, making them 4, so this guy gives them 5 total. What's it gonna be, Broceps? Have you lived a full life?
Time waits for no one.
Fuck. We have actually positioned somewhat well for this, but still clears 3 of them. Thank you for the follow, EPDO. And there's those fine chickens. Well, I'm doing them because they're the most I can do, and I can repeat them next turn twice, actually. That's gonna be lit. Hopefully no Yoggers. No Yoggers, Poggers, please. Fuck. Good news is these guys are immune. Really? What do you got up your sleeve, bruh? I should have played Observer first, perhaps. If I play this, I don't target him again, so it's fine. Freezing still allows him to play it. Try like this. If I played the freezing, he could just do it again. At 10 mana. 9 actually. No, it's still 10. It's nerfed, obviously. Wait, wouldn't it have been 11? Did I fuck it up? Him wasting Innervate last turn definitely could have fucked him up. Let's see. That ain't too bad. Let's kill this thing first, so it doesn't accidentally... I mean, it can't target it, right? What am I doing, step bro? There you go. Wait. Oh, it goes face? I didn't even realize. Unbelievable. Well, this is the biggest amount of damage I could be doing, so let me do it. For some reason I didn't realize this thing actually goes face. The 5 mana death roll. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Might as well learn something I didn't know on a win instead of on a loss. That always helps. Perform here. Okay, I like the opener. Celiax. Turn 1 this. Turn 2 question mark. Wonder if Ziliax is ever a keep. It's pretty low. Okay, both the weapons not super amazing, but... Okay, there's a 2-drop. Let's fucking go.
Solves any problem.
Fascinating. Let's hit him where it hurts. How's it going? 1 dead. 1 dead man HS. Okay. Good news, he spent the coin. This turn could be these couple idiots, but I'd probably swing first. Sedge. Denying him the coin usage definitely sounds good.
No one's going to believe this.
Could have gone with a an octopus, whatever. That's not too hot. Furious Fall could be cool, but not really. I think we're just ramming face.
I swear I saw it.
Nothing but a face thing. I'm real close, you know.
I must destroy all.
Another death roll.
I must destroy all. Time is fleeting.
Shaking a stir.
Okay. Next track can still cover his mouth.
A limited time offer.
GG.
This one's yours.
Hey. Kinda nice, dipping under one foul against the mage of all people. Finally found one. Ooh, that was a nice dip too. Game's trying to spit me way up against the warrior. See how that feel.
Break before the legion's tide.
Think I throw. Companion's an okay thing to top deck, but straight up holding on to it, I don't think so. Fuck. Damn it. Go tempo this bad boy. Next try I can play both of these idiots, maybe prevent some shit. How's it going, Bane? Welcome. Forces the 5 damage potentially. Could be sanitized too. Okay, first we play this, so we get the buff twice. And we kill this man. Okay, the 5 damage is getting countered right now. Oh, Blade Storm? Oh, that's mildly annoying. I can repeat the last one drop, but it ain't much. It's not the worst, I guess. Far from the best.
Solves any problem.
Still has the Forge card, doesn't play it though, and doesn't look to be the Odin. Still could be, but yeah, I mean, if you're running Verse Riff, you have to be Odin, right? Sanitize next turn, I guess Ziliax does stick, allowing me to Furious Fowl afterwards. Unless he has the 0-6. Doesn't. Was it the 5 damage all along? Wasn't. Let's fucking go then. He's not Highlander, so he must be Odin. Neato.
Just use more.
Do the trade like that, I guess. Maybe I should have done it with the 3-3 instead, so that we're better off against the Blade Storm potential. That's a full clear with Sanitize. Where them parrots at, yo? Not you. Who invited him? Kinda wanna draw, man. Getting a measly free drop against this guy ain't doing much. And gives me a weapon and a spell.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Amazing spell. Got the chatty bullshitter though. Problem is, he's gonna be targeting all over the place.
So many choices.
Thirsty for more?
No one's going to believe this. Price to fish.
One dose solves any problem.
Ah, fucker. Would have been fine against most other classes, but against the warrior. Still allows him to brawl, sadly. Still allows him to brawl, sadly. Would have been nice if it was a straight up brawl, but it ain't. Should have swung first. This is the new targeting card. Is this gonna go face even? It says deal 3 damage, it can go anywhere. I don't know if I like that too much. Oh, come on, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Just keep thinning out that, I know.
Muzzle their magic.
Keep on building boards, but we ain't asking too much, are we? We are not asking nearly enough. Good news, I can destroy. Incredible last. Reasons.
Amuse me with your tales of victory.
Okay. Decent chunk of damage, but nowhere near enough.
Shaking a stir.
None can stand against Titular.
Sounds could be cool and all, but not when he has 14 mana to clear everything his heart's desire. Taunts used to be kind of fine against these guys, now not so much. Not to sanitize. Yeah, good luck with that. 2 off. Snack oil. Got the Haktua. Should I grab the Haktua? This thing also gives stuff. Haktua gives me Amon Tool. Getting a taunt out of that might actually be worth at this point. Don't kill me. Of course, man. Like, there's no other targets on the board, is there? Of course the 6-in-1 is gonna be my mouth. What else would it be, Chief? What else would it be? Technically, yeah, 6 fucking targets. Nothing fun is relevant? What is this fun you speak of, man? Have you considered you just don't enjoy the game much now? Well, that's the worst of the 1-drops I could be getting, but it is what it is. Still a free one. Okay. It's a painy boy. I think we should be quite alright, especially with this death roll. Wish the hand was a little bit curvier, but it is what it is. Let's hope he doesn't have the 4 damage for this poor bastard. That ain't it, but it could be. Of course he hasn't. Why didn't I think of that? Well, Neophyte could prevent him from rushing his 3-drops. I'ma do it. I'd rather save the coin for something like this for a giant or some shit. Crazy shenanigans? Well, that is definitely not what I feel is fun in the game, I can tell you that much. Can I get the free rusher? Crazy shenanigans is something that should be happening in Wild, in Tavern Brawl, not in Standard. And one can say crazy shenanigans are happening in Standard right now, like turn 4-5 Tsunami doesn't get much crazier than that. Okay, the location is kind of shit for me.
No one's going to believe this. Christ of me!
I'm gonna click the button still. Well, dirty or not, at least it's consistent. With crazy shenanigans, you just live and die by the random bullshit. Where's the skill in that? I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. Okay. This could be 7 damage to his mouth. Oh, he's trading. Interesting. In this case, I'll tempo all the burbs. With the death roll, if he tempos out something like an 8-8, he might regret. I think he's doing it. No, he's gonna heal back to 15. But before that, he's gonna do this shit. I'm actually gonna make the free trades with these guys first. That way, I'm not gonna be leaking some damage, you know. They see me rolling. That was quite the recover. Sage. Sager. Butcher.
Shaking a stir.
Okay.
Job's done.
Does he have more healing where that came from? Kinda feels like it. Doesn't? Are you drugs? Nothing Furious Fowl off the top can't fix. Alas, that ain't it. That is not yet. Well, Explosive Trap kills him. Gotta think a little, guys. Kalik. Let's just hope he doesn't have his souvenir above the 2-1 or Popgar off the top, or heck, even the lifesteal shit. And he gets Popgar off the top, cause why the fuck wouldn't he? He's been such a good boy, guys. Why wouldn't he get the fucking thing? He's been such a good boy. Off the flippin' top, boy. Sure, bud. Why wouldn't ya? Could have top deck lethal there. Then again, he top deck counter lethal, cause why wouldn't he after all? It's us we're talking about. Oh well. That's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Again, I remind you, I am a part of the Metafy Groups contest right now. If you guys wish to support me, the best way to do so would be to go to the Metafy Groups thing and subscribe to the $3 tier, the cheapest tier. And that gives me points in the weekly Metafy Groups contest. Right now I'm sitting at the number 6 spot, and that's gonna be netting me $250. So if you guys ever thought about, maybe I can support Kris05 a little bit, not too much, not get ahead of ourselves now, you hear? But if I wanted to buy him a kebab, this would be the best place to do so, guys. Thanks again, guys. Check out the new top 5, still haven't. I'm gonna be doing a new one real soon, maybe even tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Bye.